Good morning, good morning. Today is Tuesday and it is 9:40 a.m. I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to IHOP. I'm going to get $7 for 1.8 miles. Oh boy. I was on my way back from my doctor's appointment and I decided to turn on the Uber Eats and DoorDash app and see if I could get anything on my way back home from my doctor's appointment. And this one came in, which is really good. And right now I don't have DoorDash. I changed my DoorDash schedule to start at, oh wait a minute, it's saying I can dash now. Dash now, 10:30. Okay, it gives me a little bit of time. So my official dash doesn't start until 11:15. So right now I'm pretty much, I was pretty much going to just be reliant on Uber Eats, but now it looks like I am going to have DoorDash at least until 10:30 at the least. So that means 10:30. I got about 45-minute gap where I won't have any access to DoorDash. But for right now, it's all good. I've got this good offer for IHOP. So no problems at all. And everything went fine at the doctor's appointment. I hadn't done a stress test like this ever, I don't think, because I was trying to remember the last stress test I did was probably about 15 years ago, and maybe the technology was different back then, I don't know, but it just seemed so much more sci-fi, so much more high-tech equipment that they were using on me this time than they ever did before. So, and I thought the tests were going to go on for a really long time. I thought they said all the way until, I thought they said for 4 hours it was supposed to go. So I thought I was going to go all the way till about 11. But it finished at 9:30 because they said everything looked good. So they didn't see any problems. So I'm like, okay, well, that's all the tests now. So I'm golden, it looks like, unless they call me later on, I guess, and they find something. But it looks like I'm aces with all of my testing. All right, we're here at IHOP. Let me pull into the parking spot and we'll head on in and pick it up. Took about 5 to 6 minutes, I think, to get it, and then I had to sign a sheet in order to check it out. Let's go. The pickup. We're going to be traveling 5 minutes, 1.1 miles. We're going to go to an apartment, and it's a meet at the door. I think this is one of those senior living places that we're going to. When I first walked inside of the IHOP, there was nobody at the counter. And I think it was about 3 minutes before somebody finally shouted out, "We'll be right with you, sir." And I was like, okay, no problem. And then that's when another employee showed up to the counter and was carrying 2 orders. One of the orders was mine. And then she took out her clipboard and she had me print my name and sign my name on a clipboard. And so I just did whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, where do I sign? And then she didn't have me she didn't have, normally if they're that high security about their food, normally they want me to press on the confirm order on the app and slide complete pickup. But they did not. They just wanted me to sign some old-fashioned clipboard, so that's what I did. And I thought they stopped doing that. I mean, they did it way in the past with the clipboard, and then they stopped for a while, and now they're back to doing it again. So go figure. I just go with the flow. And the goal today is to make as much money as possible. I don't know if I'm going to hit $50 only because today's Tuesday and I'm starting ultra late. And I don't know exactly how long I'm going to work until. My guess is I'm going to be working until probably noon is my best guess. Only because I'm going to try to put in 2 hours worth of work. And the time right now is 9:48 a.m. So yeah, so if I work till noon, that would be a solid 2 hours. but it's not the normal 2.5 to 3 hours that I would normally work to get to the $50. So who knows? I mean, I am going to be working around lunchtime, so you never know. I may get a big order. You just don't know. There's absolutely no way to predict if I'm going to make the goal or not. The only way I really know for sure is if I just say, oh, no matter what, until the sun goes down, I'm not going to stop till I get 50. Then you know I'm going to hit it, because that's a lot of hours. What is this person doing, and why are they driving in the shoulder? I need to make a right turn as well. I guess they're going where I'm going. Yep, they're a senior. Driving like a senior. Okay, I've got to find building 5. There's building 1. Their blue icon. Oh, please make it. Do not get scared. Just go through. Just go through. Don't be scared, old man. Just go for it. These gates are so sensitive. If you even go anywhere near the gate, it won't close. It'll open back up. But a lot of people get scared when they see the gate closing and they panic. Oh, this guy, he must be driving for the first time since his LASIK surgery or something. He's a very cautious driver. Well, I guess since we're driving slow, I can just keep looking out for the building number. Because he is going as slow as possible. He must have had some kind of traumatic experience that's caused him to be ultra paranoid about driving. Oh, thank goodness he's parking. We're clear. Let's keep on going. I'm gonna just follow the navigation to where it says the building is, because the customer's blue glowing icon is exactly where they drop their mapping pin. So I shouldn't have a problem finding the customer. It's like 100% they are wherever this drop-off pin is at. What building is this? There's no signage on that one. It says it's this building here. Is he more in the middle? Yep, he's more in the middle of this building. I guess I'll go near these stairs here. Yeah, let's go right here. Try to find them. All right, let's do it. Thank you. Hello.
Howdy. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks for bringing it.
Yep, no problem. Whew, no problem with that drop off. Everything went just fine. And now I'm going to make my way towards the IHOP again, because that's the nearest hotspot. I'll park there and wait for 5 minutes. And if nothing comes in, I'm going to head for home. Oh, as I recall, there's an exit point if I go straight ahead. Oh, let's see if I'm right. It's been a long time since I've been in this retirement community. But I somehow remember going this way, and there's an exit point. Let's see, I think if I even go straight ahead, I think there's a way out. Oh no, that's not. That's not a way out. That ends in a dead end. I gotta keep going this way. Yeah, so that worked out just fine. The customer was on the 3rd floor, and then their door was open, but their security door was closed. So I couldn't see them, but I just shouted out hello, and then they came to the door. Yeah, I see the exit point. So no big deal at all. And now, what are we at? $7? We're at $7, and the goal is to make the $50 and then only accept offers that are at least $8, unless the distance is only in the 2-mile or less area. So if it's a 2-ish number of miles, then it has to be at least $6 and higher, and then I'll accept it. So this one that I just took, I believe, was $7, and it was under 2 miles, so that's why I took it. I think I'm gonna stick with that strategy for a while because it seems to be working. It seems to be a strategy that keeps me from ending up with low-paying orders that take a long time to complete. That seems to be what's working. Because normally what I would do before is I would take a $5 offer for 2.5 miles at least, and then that would take sometimes 20 minutes to complete. So if you work out the math, that's not a decent amount of money for the amount of time it takes to complete. So then I said, well, I need to up it, so that way it makes more sense. So that even if I take like a $6 offer and it takes 20 minutes to complete, and it happens, at least the miles are super low. So that way I'm not putting a lot of wear on my car, and it's the equivalent of getting $3 for every mile. So there at least is some type of compensation for the long wait. And so that's kind of how I sort of mathed it out. And it also kind of also guarantees me that I at least make some money today. Because, sometimes there are some days where the only kind of offers that come in are in the $5 to $7 range. I've had days like that. So I don't want to miss out on getting some money in my pocket should I be in a situation similar to that. There's nothing worse than spinning your wheels and you're saying no to all these offers, and then the day's almost over. You got nothing to show for it. So I think that's why I'm using that strategy for those small dollar orders. All right, we're almost at the IHOP, and I guess this is where I want to park. I guess. Oh, something's coming in. 756 miles. No. $14, 10 miles. I'm not gonna park right at the IHOP. There's a spot over here where I think a lot of other delivery drivers park. And I'll just park right here, and I'll wait 5 minutes. See you in 5 minutes. Well, I was having a little snack while I waited for an offer to come in. A cookie and an apple. And something did come in. We got something from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to coffee class and in one other place. I'm going to get $10.34 for 5 miles. And where else we're going to, I'm not sure just yet. Let me see if I can pull it up. Where else are we going to? It says coffee class and then also to Subway. And we're delivering to, I think, 2 different customers. And we're already here at coffee class. I was in the same parking lot as coffee class. So should be an easy pickup, I hope. And here we go. We park it. Less than 5-minute wait. Verify the order. Order's verified. Complete the pickup. All right, now we're going to travel 1.6 miles, a 5-minute drive. I'm going to Subway next. Everything was fine inside of the coffee class. Lots of customers in there though today. I was kind of surprised considering it's Tuesday that so many people have the day off and the free time to hang out in a coffee shop. I was like, oh, this is normally the weekend crowd where there's that many people hanging out. So that was a little bit of a surprise to see. Whew. And they had a lot of employees working behind the counter, so everything was really efficient. And the food was already prepared. It was just the drink they had to put together. And I think the only unusual thing that happened was an employee said a customer didn't like a drink they ordered, and the barista asked her why didn't they like it, and she said, he said it tasted like soap. So I could see why a customer wouldn't like a drink if it tasted like dishwashing liquid. I don't know what kind of drink they ordered. Maybe they tried a drink they never had before, and that's what happened. I'm not exactly sure what flavoring of a drink would have that that kind of a soapy taste to it. But I mean, I can't imagine they forgot to rinse out a glass or something. So obviously it was some type of beverage that has a little bit of an unusual flavor to it, is all I could think. And that was it. There was not much else that occurred inside of coffee class. And the traffic right now is light. The temperature currently is 82 degrees, sunny, a little bit of haze, and of course for this time of day the traffic is really light and no problem at all. I am just flowing along. And I don't think there's going to be a wait at the subway because of the time of day. People haven't, usually the lunch crowd doesn't start to come out until around 10:30. So shouldn't have any problem getting the order at Subway. The only time I have problems is if there's only one employee working in Subway and they're overwhelmed and they can't keep up with, even if one customer comes in, they can't keep up because online orders are coming in at the same time as human beings are physically coming in to order. So that's the only real unusual thing that happens. And $10 for this one plus 7. So once I complete this order, we're going to be at $17. So I think that's pretty good considering how short of a time we've been working so far. Let's see, where do I turn in? I don't normally go this way when I enter into this shopping center. Alright, I see the Subway, and of course there's a UPS truck blocking me from where I would normally park. So I guess I'll park in front of this dentist office and walk over there. Alright, let's do it. No waiting on the Subway order. First one we're going to be dropping off is going to be the Subway order. It's going to be an apartment. It's going to be a meet at the door. I've added a map for easier access to my apartment. If you have trouble finding me, give me a call. My apartment number is this. Okay. And it requires a PIN. Fantastic. They must have had trouble in the past, people finding their door, and that's why they've made it where it requires a PIN number in order to deliver it. I've probably been to this apartment complex before. I think I've been to every apartment complex on Green Valley, so I don't think I'm going to have any surprises, but I appreciate them for uploading a map just in case I do have problems. I think there's only one complex I always have a hard time with, and it's the, I think it's called Legacy something, I don't remember. They have all of these garage units, they're like garages, and they block all the buildings, so you can't even see any of the buildings. You have to just park and just wander aimlessly until you find the right building number. So that's the most difficult one, but all the other ones I generally don't have a hard time finding at all. So based on where we're going, it doesn't look like this is going to be a difficult drop off. Now I can see it on the map, and it does not look difficult, but that could be famous last words. And so of course we have to wonder if the customer's going to answer the door when I arrive, because sometimes they don't. And I've got to be on the lookout if they send us a text message with the PIN number, because they do that sometimes as well. So we'll see what transpires today with this one. And the other one should be real close nearby, because as I recall, the number of miles was really low. It was like 5 miles for both deliveries. So the next drop off after this one shouldn't be too far at all. It was nice to have that really short 4-minute break near IHOP after I dropped off that one order. I had my apple and a peanut butter cookie, and I was like, I need to eat something, because the only thing I had when I was at the doctor's office was a half of a bottle of apple juice that they gave to me, and they offered me other snacks, but I was just, when you're around strangers, it's hard to digest food. You have a little bit of anxiety being in a strange place. So the only thing I knew I could safely swallow was like liquid. So I'm like, no, just an apple juice will be fine. And after doing all the rigorous tests, it was such a relief to have the apple juice. My blood sugar was low from all that walking they made me do on the treadmill. And when I say walking, I don't mean a casual stroll. They were really cranking up my heart rate, trying to, amp me up so that they can make sure everything was functioning. All right, it's not this right turn. It's going to be the next right turn. I don't even remember if they gave me a building number. What is the building number? Great, she didn't give the building. She says, I sent you a picture. I think it's number 13. Yeah, it's going to be building number 13. Oh, and they're deep inside, that's why. You can't see it from the street. That explains it. I'll just park over here on the right and walk on over there and get this delivered. do you have the PIN number?
Yes, 26.
I went the wrong way to go around the building. I followed my strategy of going clockwise around the building, and it did not work out today. Their building would have been shorter if it would have been a shorter walk if I would have went counterclockwise around the building. But sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. So not when I lost. I went the longest way possible around the building. And everything else worked out fine. The customer had the PIN number and the PIN number went through just fine. So now we're headed 5 minutes, 2 miles. It's a house, it's a leave at the door, and there's no gate code, so it looks like an easy drop off. Looks like my DoorDash will end in about 8 minutes. I tried to extend my dash while I was inside of coffee class, but it wouldn't let me. So that's about to end in 8 minutes. 1.1 miles to my right turn. Let me see if I can try to add more time on it now that it's almost over. Add time. No. Pause. Nope. Can't add any more time. So that's going to end, and then I'm going to be without DoorDash for 45 minutes. Which so far seems to not be a big deal. It seems to be Uber Eats that is paying the bills today. Whew. Temperature is 81 degrees. I don't know why it feels warmer. I think it was climbing all the stairs. It's like first I had to do all that strenuous activity on the treadmill. And then every single delivery I've had to climb stairs. So it's starting to add up, I think, is the problem. And I'm doing my best not to accept any large shopping orders because I have this what do you call it? This bandage on my arm because they had to put an IV in, and I don't want to spring a leak lifting heavy cases of water. So I don't think I'm going to be taking anything shopping related, but of course that's famous last words. Knowing me, if I see good money, I'm going to be like, who cares, spring a leak. Just patch it up when you get home. But I'm going to try my best not to take anything like that. Try to keep it real simple today. Whew, man, because I'm already tired from the testing they did. It was very physically tiring to do it because they have to when they're doing certain types of tests, they have to really raise your heart rate up. I was really sweating up a storm, and they're just like, well, we got to do this, make sure everything's working right. I'm like, I know. I understand. After I drop this off, the closest place to wait next is going to be my famous Starbucks pickup spot on Pebble and Green Valley. And that's where I'm going to head to next once I drop this off. It's always in your best interest, once you get ready to drop something off, always figure out where you're going to go to next after you drop it off. So you're not wandering aimlessly, and you're not letting your deep desire to just go home take over. $5.45, 14 miles. Because that desire to just turn the app off and go home is always going to be a very powerful force to deal with. Because this is work. And our body's natural inclination is to seek a relaxing place to go to, not more work. And since we work at will, it's our own choice, at our own volition. We're not like we don't have like a boss cracking the whip on us, telling us, get to work. So yeah, it's up to us to stay motivated, to keep it going. All right, it's gonna be around this corner, first house on the right. I see it. We're here. $5, 5 miles now. Grab the bag. Grab the beverage. Let's go. Thank you. All right, I got the DoorDash running. Whew. I see that there's something coming up here for earning by time on Uber Eats. I'll put it up on the screen so you can see the offer that's come in. It's $1 less than the last one I showed you. So that means the hourly rate is not stable, it fluctuates. The last one I pulled up in another previous video, it was paying $14.50 an hour. And this one only $13.50 an hour. I don't know what that means though. I don't know if they pay less, meaning there's so much work that's why they're doing it, or if it's just based on the fact that they still want to pay a lot of money. $9, 15 miles. That I'm not sure about. Not that I'm worried about it, because I don't do earn by time. I only earn by offer. It's just not worth it to me, so I never do it. It doesn't make sense for me. If you're a person that works a lot of hours, it probably might make sense for you. But not for me, it doesn't. I like to control where I work. I like to stay in my neighborhood where I'm familiar with everything and the stress is low. Everything's pretty to look at. I don't have any frightening moments where I'm like, what am I doing here? Nothing like that. It's just very normal. It's a very familiar territory, and I can just cruise around and make a little money for the next couple of hours. $4, 4 miles. And that's how I like to do it. And everyone has their different style, different things they think are the best for them. Oh, I can't do it. $17 for like 6 miles, but it said heavy. I can't lift heavy stuff because of my my arm. I missed out on 17 buckaroonies. That's the way it goes. It was shopping for 19 items at Albertsons, and it said heavy. I think it was 6 miles. $17 for 6 miles. I don't know if I would have even normally taken it, because that's more items than dollars. In general, I like the number of items to be much less than the number of dollars. So that was two more items over $1 per item. And the fact that it says heavy, no thanks. And that's number of individual items, not the total number of units. So for all I know, I didn't even look. It could have been a huge number of cases of water. So leave me out of that. Oh, it's 10:30. It still shows that my DoorDash is going, but I don't think it is. No, it's not. It just disappeared. It now says not busy right now. Click here to schedule. So now I'm just on Uber Eats for the next 45 minutes. Temperature is still 82 degrees. I'm getting 58 miles to the gallon. I currently have about 14 miles on the car, and we're about $17 richer than we were when I woke up this morning. That is all. And since I only have one app functional, when I park and wait 5 minutes, that's all I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna go beyond the 5 minutes because my options are limited. I've got half of the amount of possibilities to get offers. I guess I could always turn Walmart Spark on. I just don't like that app. I think I said in previous videos I was going to try it out again because they're putting in more security features where like less people could possibly use it, less pirates could use it, people that have multiple phones and whatnot. But I just don't like the Walmart Spark app. I'm just not a fan of it, and of Walmart in general. I mean, every time an offer on Uber Eats comes up that's Walmart, I don't care if it's $1,000. I just say no. I hit the X. I'm like, goodbye. So I don't know. I mean, I guess if I lost DoorDash or Uber Eats, then I'd be like, okay, now I have no choice because you always have to have at least two gig apps to make a decent amount of money in general. If you just have one, there's just going to be some days where you just make hardly any money. $7, 6 miles. Let's see how busy it is over here at the old Starbucks. Let's see what's going on. All my parking spots available, at least for the moment. God, this lady in the red car cannot drive. Worth a damn. Alright, I'm gonna park right here. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Low right now, so I think now is the perfect time to go ahead and get some gas. I'm right here in the shopping center where they have a gas station with the second cheapest gas in town, so I still have Uber Eats on, and if something comes in before I pull into the gas pump, I'll take it. But if not, I'll pause it or turn it off, go offline, and then I will continue on. Let's see. How busy is the gas station today? There's a spot here, but I'm not facing the right direction. I have to back into it. Oops. Boy, I'm way off. Well, that's close enough. Let's do it. Oh, I missed it. I missed the part where I enter how much money per gallon, how many dollars per gallon the gas was. It's currently $3.53 a gallon here at this station. Oh man. And I might as well start just heading back. I think I've suffered long enough waiting at this shopping center. So I'll slowly crawl myself back home. It's just a bummer that things have dried up. But that's the way this job is. Oh, now it says dash now. Okay. Dash now. Okay, now I'm on my full schedule. Now I don't have to worry. I guess it's busy enough now according to DoorDash, or there's just not enough drivers. I think that's what it is. It's not that it's busy on DoorDash right now. It's that they have a quota of how many drivers in an area they like to have online. And so because there's just the quota's not being met, that's why it suddenly turns red and it says dash now. Because it's definitely not about how busy it is. Because look, I hit dash now and I'm not getting nothing at all. Nothing at all. It's completely silent. So even though the app says it's busy now, and it says dash now, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean it's really busy. Oh, now I have a full tank of gas and I'm good to go for a while. Oh, this could be good. Oh, no, it's not. It's going near the strip. It was $16 for 8.8 miles to go to Me Gusta Tacos, but the drop-off was way over near the airport. And I don't like to go anywhere near the drop-offs near the airport because it's all dead miling. The moment I drop it off, I don't get anything good all the way back home. So it's a long drive back. So that's another reason why I declined it. I guess if it had been early in the morning and I had lots of energy, I would have done it. But after everything I've been through today, I really want to just take easy jobs today. Nothing that's going to be physically hard or mentally difficult. $23, 15 miles. I don't want anything that's going to like cause me undue stress to my mind or body. I want to like real simple. I would love it all day long if they're like 2 miles, 2 miles, 2 miles. That would be a dream come true. Just real simple ones. You go to a restaurant, you grab it, and you drive across the street and you drop it off. Those are the best orders. Unfortunately, they're also the rarest orders. I mean, unless you're accepting $2 or $3. If you're taking $2 and $3 offers, you can get those all day long. Oh man, now it's 83 degrees. No wind, it's just hot, especially sitting in the car. Pretty soon it's gonna be so warm I'm gonna have to start wearing my my sleeves. You know those sleeves for they're to protect your body from getting sunburn, or your arms from getting sunburn. I should probably find those. I have them somewhere here in my glove. Here's one. All I need is one. It looks like a nylon stocking. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. See, it looks like a nylon stocking, but it goes on my arm. So that way I don't I'm gonna put it on now. The sun is strong. So that way the sun doesn't burn my one arm that's always in the sun the whole time. In the summertime, the sun here gets really strong, unbelievably strong. I think it's the high altitude. It actually feels like you're like your hand is next to the oven. I mean, your arm is next to the oven. It's just drying out your skin and burning it. It's really bad. I know in California, Southern California, it could be the same temperature in Southern California, and the sun just does not feel as powerful. And it's because when I'm in Southern California, I'm like at sea level, so there's more atmosphere filtering out the bad rays from the sun, the UVA, UVB, you know, all that stuff that destroys your skin. When I was at the doctor, they put a radioactive isotope inside of my body, and the lady kept saying, well, you're not going to get superpowers from this isotope. $5, 7 miles. And I was like, oh well, maybe next time. I got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to go to Stephanos Greek and Mediterranean Grill and then to Roberto's Tacos. I'm going to get $13.23 for 2.6 miles. This is a really good one. I was not expecting to see something with such low miles and such a high dollar amount. And Roberto's and Stephanos are right next door to each other. So it's almost like picking up from the same restaurant. So this should be a real easy one. The hardest part's going to probably be whether or not the food is ready to go. I mean, I don't know about the drop-offs though. I don't think there's any drop-offs in this area that are super hard, or any places in this area that I've never been to before. So the only one I'm kind of would be nervous about is there's like an apartment complex across the street and you have to rely on the customer answering their phone to buzz you in, and sometimes they don't answer the phone. But because it's 11 o'clock, there's a lot of people coming and going, so I can probably follow somebody in to the apartment complex if that's where I'm headed to. Whew, I was at home and I paused the app and I decided to have something to eat. I had like some enchiladas, or not enchiladas, taquitos with rice and beans. I just figured, why not? It's 11, it's lunchtime, I'm eating. And maybe I'll work a little longer, or maybe I won't, I don't know. See how I feel. Guess I'll take this parking spot straight ahead since Roberto's is right here. And I'll just walk over to Stephanos first. Alright, let's do it. No waiting on the order. I'm just going to put it in the car and then we'll walk into Roberto's and get that one. Just a couple minute wait on the Roberto's. First one is going to be the Roberto's. I'm going to be going 0.6 miles, just 3 minutes. It's a house, it's a leave at the door. Wow. I'm like, where is this place at? Okay. Got it. Yeah, no problems at either pickup. Everything was smooth. And this first drop-off is just a house, so this should be easy as well. I think everything's gonna work out pretty good, I think. If people would move out of the way. All you gotta do is move out of my way and then I can go. Some people get scared when they're driving on the road. They don't have the best driving skills. Whew, man, I'm so glad I got this one. This is the one I was dreaming about. I said, please let me get something real simple that's gonna pay a lot of money. And see, it's like I made it happen. I wished for it and it came true. Now I just wish I get home safe and no car accidents. I'm gonna wish for safe travels, no crazy drivers, and I pray that I don't make any bad judgment calls when I'm driving. I think we all hope for that. That's like the worst case scenario, is that we're trying to drive safe and we miss something and it ends up being a big mistake. Oh, the traffic's starting to build up because it's lunchtime, so everybody's starting to get on the road. Just gotta be patient. Time is 11:14. 45 minutes left in my shift, unless I want to work longer. Let's see, this is $13, and then I made $17, so I think I'm at $31 after I drop all this off. So $19 until I get to the goal. It doesn't look like I'm going to get to the goal based on what's happening. I mean, I really want to only go until noon. I mean, unless something really good comes up. Sometimes the orders you'll get one order after the next, and I'll instantly hit the goal just miraculously, because the next order or two will be so big and so simple that I'll hit the goal. So that happens every once in a while, but I don't think that's gonna happen today, only because it's Tuesday. Who's gonna be a big tipper on a Tuesday? I'm trying to think, why would that ever happen? I guess it's all random. There's really no way to know. The second customer must be in this same neighborhood because the miles are so low. I can't be going very far. I hope the second customer is in a house and not an apartment. Address, please. Okay, I see it. All right, let's find the house. Keep your eyes peeled. All right, I see the house. All right, let's do it. This is the Roberto's order. Alright, that's all done. The next one looks like it's going to be a school that I'm delivering to. I think it's saying for me to go this way. It's going to be 9 minutes, 1.8 miles. And what's it say for delivery? It's an elementary school. Meet at the door, leave it at the front office. So it's a simple drop off. This is almost the equivalent to dropping off at a house. So it's gonna be easy, no problems. Wow, I'm really surprised the app is taking me this direction. I think it would have been faster if I would have backtracked the other way. I think the app is taking me about a half an hour further away than if necessary. Really weird. I should have looked at the map before I took off. I would have went the other way. You're making me go the long way, Uber. This is probably going to be 45 seconds faster, but mile-wise, probably half a mile further than going the other way. Oh yeah, 100%. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I have a feeling this was not even in the quoted number of miles. I have a feeling it's a half a mile further than what was quoted. But that's okay, it's not major. I've been to this elementary school before, so I know the routine. So that's not going to be a problem. Check on my DoorDash, see how many minutes I have left on it. I have 20 minutes left. I'm going to reset it just in case I forget, something happens. I don't want to lose it. And so far I've gotten no work from DoorDash today. It's all Uber Eats. And then after I drop this off, I'll think I'm going to have about 20 miles on the car. And I think it's $31 in my pocket. See if I can easily make this turn. I cannot. There's too many cars. Okay, I'm gonna try and do it now. I've got to get over to the far left-hand lane. This light is so gosh darn long. This light usually takes like a couple of minutes before it turns. So then after I drop this off, although the light turned already. After I drop this off, I think I'm gonna just head back towards home. It's getting hot. I don't really feel like parking anywhere because it's too hot. This guy almost made me miss the light. Some people are just not considerate of others when it comes to accelerating fast enough so that other people can make it through the light. Some people are just like reading something on their phone, or they're talking to somebody on their phone, and they're going so slow when they accelerate from the light. I've missed so many lights because people are just not considerate of other people. That's people for you. They're always thinking of themselves, not anybody else. Well, that's Western. American culture is a lot like that. $8, 7 miles. No. American culture is a lot like that. It's a me society. $15, 15 miles. I guess I'll take your parking spot. Oh, it's a visitor spot. $15. I said no. We made it. Let's do it. Man, the app is sending me all kinds of offers. It sent me a $31 offer for 13 miles. No. But I didn't take it because it was taking me to the strip. It's like, I'm not going to the strip. Offers are just flooding in. Yeah, really busy right now. The app is just machine gunning offer after offer while I was trying to drop off. And I was tempted to take that $30 offer. But once I saw it was delivering out to the Las Vegas Strip, I said, oh, no, you don't. I ain't taking that one. Forget it. That's a hard no. It could have been $500, and I'd have been like, nope. I'm not going to the Strip for nobody. That would ruin my day. Drop off went just fine. There was another delivery driver dropping off, and they were having it was taking them longer to drop off. I don't know why. I figure maybe they were new and they were very nervous about just leaving it, and they wanted to make sure they got information or something. $15, 12 miles. I don't know. Maybe she had special instructions where it was a meet at the door and not just to leave it at the front desk. That's possible. Temperature is 86 degrees and climbing. Getting hotter by the minute. I have 20 miles on the car. $31 in my pocket. And I just need an offer. One more. I think I'll just do maybe one more. It's only 11:26, so I could do one more. It would be nice if it was another 2-mile offer. That's what I'm gonna hope for. One more good one just like that one, and I'll be good. That would get me into the $40-ish dollar range, which would be fine by me. But I'm gonna make a beeline back home, and if nothing comes in, just turn it off and come out again tomorrow. Tomorrow's always another day. The days never end. As long as I'm breathing and functional, there's always another day to just come out and make a little money. with inflation and prices going up, eventually, someday I'll be charging $3 for every mile. Because prices only go up, they never go down. Unless you're talking about gas. Gas is constantly going up and down, gas prices. But for the most part, the cost of living only goes one direction. Especially the price of rent. $4, 4 miles. I cannot believe how much rent is. It is shocking how high it's gone up. It doesn't even make sense to me. It's like how people are not getting 50% raises at work. How are they supposed to handle like a 50% raise of their rent every month? But if their income is not even going up at the same rate, it just does not add up. Shoot. I really don't know how people do it. I have a feeling a lot of people are getting roommates. They're just teaming up with other people so that they can all share the load of the responsibilities. $4, 3 miles. I think that's how it's gonna be. A lot of countries, I think that's what ends up happening. I think America, we've been very spoiled in how we've been able to have these luxurious lifestyles, but more and more it's starting to sound more like Europe, where everybody has to have these really tiny places, multiple people living together in the same spaces in order to survive. It's just the sad state of the world today. Nothing you can do about it, really. $4, 3 miles. There's not really much that can be done, I guess, unless you win the lottery. I see a lot of people at the casinos in the morning when I go for walks in the casinos, and man, the people that are in there praying that they win the lottery, the jackpot. $4, 3 miles. People are praying they win that big jackpot, pushing those slot machine buttons, praying that they hit it big so they can change their lives. Even over at Prim, we have the Mega Lotto. What's it called? Mega Millions, or I don't know what the heck it's called. The big lottery for the whole country. There's people that drive over there and spend half their paycheck on lottery tickets, just praying that they win and it'll be like a miracle. I got the next offer and it's coming from Uber Eats. I'm gonna go to Shake Shack and then to Rachel's Kitchen. I'm gonna get $23.70 for 10.6 miles. I could not believe it when this one came in. It's gonna get me to the $50 goal, but the time is 11:53, so that means I'm gonna end up working till a little bit past 12:30. So 30 minutes past the time I wanted to work, and this offer came in just under the wire. I was gonna turn the app off, and at noon I was gonna just turn it off right at noon and just stop working when this one came in, and it was worth waiting for because it's gonna get me to the goal, and both of them don't involve shopping. They only involve just picking up food, so it's not gonna be too bad at all. Ooh, I'm behind a guy going so slow, 26 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone. Obviously, he's not in any hurry whatsoever. Oh, good. At least he's not making a left turn. Yep, he's having a day where he's in no hurry whatsoever. Whew. So I guess the best thing for me to do is I'll park over near Shake Shack, because they're both restaurants are in the same shopping mall. So I'll park near Shake Shack. Wow, they're still far from each other, so I might have to just get back in the car and drive some more, because it's a long walk from Shake Shack to Rachel's Kitchen. And it's it would be too risky to park over near which is my first pickup? Shake Shack. Oh, okay. It would be too risky for me to park at Shake Shack and then walk to Rachel's Kitchen, because Rachel's kitchen, a lot of times the person orders those heavy smoothies, and it would be too far of a walk to drive. So right now I'm just coasting down this road here, hoping I find a decent parking spot. This person has their blinker going the wrong way. I don't know what they're doing. Oh, they're one of those people that likes to back into the parking spot because they're so important. I understand. They don't care about the rest of us waiting. It's all about them getting that one primo parking spot that they can back into. Got it. It's their world, not ours. We're just sharing. We're living in their world. Man, people are so inconsiderate, I'm telling you. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you park in a spot knowing what you're going to do to everybody else and make them wait? Well, there are 0 parking spots going this way, so I'm going to have to park where I parked before, and then I'm going to have to park far from Rachel's Kitchen. There's no real way around it. It's packed today. This town is packed. Man, I don't think there's any parking anywhere. Wow, I can't believe it. They're parking over here. Oh wait, there's one way back here. I've got a long walk ahead of me. Alright, let's park it and start walking. No waiting on the order. Just a long walk back to the car. Oh my goodness. That was a long walk to get back. I couldn't believe it. In fact, this place is so busy. It's crazy. Can't get over how many people are here today. Just gotta be patient. Now, how many smoothies did this person order? Looks like it's 1 drink and a bunch of food. So I guess I can try to park over here over to the left and make a long walk to get to Rachel's Kitchen. I think that's my only real option at this point, because Rachel's Kitchen is on the complete opposite other side. And the weather's so nice today, everybody's out and about right now. So the one particular spot I can hope for, it's this parking spot that is for takeout people only, and it has like a 10-minute waiting limit to park there. And almost always that parking spot is available, so that's what I'm headed towards. And Rachel's Kitchen is on the other side of Pottery Barn. Oh man, somebody took the spot. Arg. Arg. What am I gonna do now? Somebody took it. Now, oh wait, there's a parking spot up here. Well, just do the best I can. Just park and hope nothing I'm carrying is super heavy, because it's once again a long walk. Let's go. So I just checked what I'm getting, and it looks like there's going to be 3 drinks, so I may not be able to record while I'm walking because I'm going to need both hands to carry the drink holder. Alright, I got the food in the back seat. I'll put these drinks here in the front seat. Good to go. Long walk. A long walk. First drop-off is going to be the Rachel's Kitchen order. 6 minutes, 0.8 miles. It's a business. It's a meet at the door, and looks like it's on the 1st floor. I don't know why this person's going super slow to get out of my way, but they are. Oh, I'm sorry, you want a parking spot 2 lanes closer than where I'm at? Oh, is that what I've been waiting for all this time? Oh, people are too much. They actually were making me wait because they didn't want my parking spot. They wanted one that was 2 lanes closer. And that's what I was waiting all that time for to back up. Man, people are unbelievable in this town. The level of selfishness in this town, I can't even imagine it being any more selfish. It just doesn't get any worse. It does not. Oh, it's busy today. Normally I'm just flowing like water to get in and out of this area, but not today. Today everybody's out. This parking lot is mayhem. Oh. So once again, I'm probably not going to be able to record much video dropping off this Rachel's Kitchen order. It's just too much stuff. It's 3 bags of food and 3 drinks. And the drinks are super heavy. Oh, at least this drop off is close though. It's one good thing. It looks like this order was sitting for a long time because one of the drinks looks a little bit on the watery side. So I have a feeling that this order got stacked because it was taking so long to be fulfilled for a driver to pick it up. That's the sense I'm getting based on how not so fresh one of these drinks looks. Oh, but the money's good, so it's like I'm taking it. I guess whatever it was before was not worth people's trouble. And this Shake Shack order must be so far away because this is a 10-mile job. So once I drop off this Rachel's Kitchen, this Shake Shack, it's got to go a long way. And it appears that the generous tipper was the Rachel's Kitchen and that the Shake Shack order is the lesser of the two. That's what it appears. And then inside Rachel's Kitchen, everything was fine. They're always very professional in Rachel's Kitchen, real quick to give me my order. They don't even ask you to confirm the order. They just give it to you and you get out of there. The hardest part about doing any deliveries at Rachel's Kitchen is how hard it is to park. You gotta park so far away from the restaurant at this time of day because it's such a popular place for people to go to have lunch. So yeah, there's that walking factor you always got to consider when you're doing when you're picking up from Rachel's Kitchen. Whew, man, I'm so glad this is the last one. I'm running out of steam. I still don't know how you guys work long hours doing this job. This is my limit. About 2 hours, maybe 3 hours is my limit, and I've had it. I can go no more. Easy on the turn. Don't flip the drinks. We don't want it flipping over or falling out of the drink holder. Temperature's 85. I have 25 miles on the car right now. I'm getting 55 miles to the gallon currently. I think that has something to do with the temperature now. Once the temperature gets into the 80s and up, I start to lose my miles per gallon. It gets less fuel efficient. I hope it's a short walk to drop this off. I think the suite number is in the 100s, so I think it's only going to be on the first floor to drop this off. It says meet at door. Come on, guy, just go. You've got one car going super fast and the car closest to me going super slow. Every time. Address, please. Got it. I see the building. I've been to this building before. All I gotta do is pull on up, throw my hazard lights on, and run in. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna walk real far. I walked far enough. Let's go. All right, it's all delivered. On to the next one. All done for that one. One more to go. Next one's gonna be 8.7 miles from here. 16-minute drive. A house. It's a leave at the door. Leave order at the first door, not the main side. Blue door, please. You got it. Not a problem. It's a long way to go for a tiny little Shake Shack order that's just a burger and fries and a drink. Gotta hop on the freeway and just head on down there. It's gonna put us far from home. It's gonna add another 9 miles to the, so 9 plus 9, 18 miles total to do this job. Got 25 miles on the car, 25 plus 18. Ooh, it's gonna be a 43 mile job today. I normally don't do more than 35 miles, so it's gonna put me about, I don't know, how many miles? 8 miles over my limit, which is fine because lately I've been way under my limit for several days, so it all averages out. And I've already pressed the button that says stop accepting new requests. So as soon as I get this Shake Shack order dropped off, I am shutting her. It's already going to shut off itself, and I'm just going to make a beeline back home and call it a day. Man, a long day. I normally am finished with my day like at 9:30 or 10 in the morning. So to already be going this long, let me tell you, it is not pleasant. I mean, not as unpleasant as that one day where I worked from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. or to 5:30 p.m. I hated that. That had to be the biggest mistake. I don't think I'll ever do that again. Working at that time is my least favorite time to work. And it's all based on, biorhythms, because I'm an early bird. I wake up at usually 3 o'clock in the morning and go to bed usually around 8. So to have to work at that time, my body starts to go into shock. It's like, what are you doing? This is not the time you're supposed to be doing this. And it starts to not treat me well. And then it took me after I did that, it took me a couple of days to recover, even though it was only like an hour and a half. It took me a couple of days to recover because it threw everything out of sync. My sleeping patterns got out of sync, and my eating pattern went out of sync. It's so easy to throw me off if I break my habit, break my routine. So the drop-off inside of that building went just fine. I had 2 employees in there that helped take the food from me. And both of the ladies were very nice. There was no problems. They were both working at computer stations at their desk with the big desktop monitors and everything. So whatever they did, it was the type of work that required desktop computers, not just laptops. So that told me that they were, I don't know, they could have been on some type of system that's antiquated, or they might have been doing the type of work that requires a very powerful computer. I don't know. One or the other. The customer sent me a message, just says leave at door please, and I messaged them back. I said, okay, got it. I guess they have some problems in the past because they put leave at the door, but I think there are some drivers that will still knock at the door, probably because the number of miles is so far for this delivery. The drivers sometimes hope if they hand it to the customer, they'll get an extra tip or something. And they want to make sure that that the driver knows, no, you're not getting any more money than what I said. So, and I think the app shows who tipped what. I don't remember. I can't recall now. If it does show, you'll see it on the screen when I'm doing the drop off. You'll see the graphic showing the total amount of money that finally came through. Whether or not it shows which customer gave me what amount of money, I don't know. I never pay attention to that. I don't know why. I know on DoorDash it does. DoorDash shows you right away which customer paid how much. So, but Uber, I don't know. Temperature now 86 degrees. Traffic is light. This is like the really good time to be on the road. Should be easy to drop it off, and it should be easy to get back home. What did the customer say? Leave order at the first door, not the main side blue door. So we're not delivering at a blue door. So no blue door. It's the very first door. So if we see a blue door, that's not where we're going to be dropping off. At least they're clear enough with that direction. Oh wow, we're going the other direction. Oh boy. I thought we were headed towards Old Henderson. We're not. We're actually headed towards Sunset Station, that direction. I rarely ever go that way. Oh boy. Now that I know I'm going this direction, now I'm getting a little nervous, because this could lead me to the bad part of town. You know, Boulder Highway, my least favorite place to deliver to. Yep, that's where it's leading me to. Exit Sunset Road. Fantastic. Oh, well, at least it's the end of the day. However horrible it is, it doesn't matter because it's over. The day is done. We can wash our hands of this day and forget all about it as I make my way back home. That's the nice thing about the last one being terrible, because it's like no matter how bad it is, it's done. And I don't have to worry about staying motivated to keep driving. Another 8 minutes to go. 4.1 miles. Good God. For a hamburger and fries and a drink. I have a feeling that the first customer was the generous one. And this is the deadbeat customer. I mean, how much money could you really tip on an order for one person from Shake Shack? That's just a regular burger, fries, and a drink. I'm sure at the most they tip would be about maybe $7. I guess it's fine though, because all in all, I'm getting a decent amount of money. It's a fair job, you know. $2 every mile. And it's going to take me less than 30 minutes, I think, maybe 35 minutes total to complete this job. So all in all, after I drop this off, I'll probably have worked only about 2.5 hours to make, I think I'm making like $60, I think, or 50 something, somewhere in the 50s. Exit Sunset Road, okay. if this was the faster way to go. I think I should have gotten off at Stephanie and taken the street. I think I would have saved myself 1.5 miles on my car. Yep, and I'm going to Boulder Highway. Oh joy. I guess I can go. I guess. Here comes all the construction. Make a right on Boulder Highway and then a quick left. Oh boy. What a mess. And it's gonna turn into a single lane right here coming up. Oh boy. I'm not even at Boulder Highway yet. I still got a ways to go. What is this building over here that looks really weird? Sunset Castle Banquet Hall. God, it's weird looking. It looks like a medieval times building. Like they have jousting matches in there and they serve you food that you gotta eat with your hands. It must still draw people in to have special events there because it's still there. It hasn't gone out of business. It reminds me of Excalibur. You know, the casino on Las Vegas Boulevard? That's what that reminds me of. Well, I'm not even sure what's the best way to go back home once I drop this off. I still got another 1.5 miles to go. Get my Google Maps ready so that way I can just immediately be navigated by Google Maps back home. It's gonna be at least a 20-minute drive to get back home. God gravy. I do not want to work anymore. I'm tired. Normally I'd be like, well, let's look for another job. Maybe we can get something on the way back. I don't think so. Not today. I'm tired. I'm gonna drop this Shake Shack order off and go home. Make a left in 1/4 mile. If it lets me make a left turn. Oh dear, what is happening? It says no left turn. I can't turn here. Oh man, I gotta go all the way back. Oh man, adding more miles to the car. You can't turn here. Oh wait, I think I can turn here. It says left turn lane. Alright, some good news. Alright, we made it. Dip. Man, this whole part of town, you can see why I don't like it. I mean, I like to be where areas that's, you know, it's enjoyable to drive around in. This whole area is so old and so run down. This is not where I want to be. Make a right here. What is this app doing? I feel like it's taking me on a wild goose chase. I feel like I'm just going all over the place. I think I'm the last generation to use those old-fashioned metaphors. You know, like wild goose chase. I think I'm the last generation. I don't think the next generation is going to use those metaphors because they don't understand what that means. Like, what's a wild goose chase? What's a needle in a haystack? What is put your cart before your horse? All these farming terms, because I think it was my grandparents or my great-grandparents that were actual farmers. So that's why farming terminology is still used by my generation. But since I'm like the first generation of technology, you know, growing up in the 80s with computers, I think it's the end of the terms that people would use for farming. I mean, I'm sure there are people somewhere in this country that still farm, but it's no longer common. Okay, let's remember, first door, not the blue door. It's going to be coming up around the bend, second house on the left. I've never been over here before. This doesn't seem familiar to me at all. Thank God for Google Maps to get me out of here. First door, not the blue door. Okay, address. Where are your addresses? Oh, it's the third house. I see it. I just gotta turn around. Let's let's say a prayer that everything works okay. Leave order at the first door, not the main side. Not the main side blue door, please. First, let's try it. Order at the first door. Here we go. Thank you. Is there a door on this side? Okay, that's all done. That was really weird. I hope I dropped it off at the right door. I didn't see any blue door. I was like, I don't know what blue door they're talking about. Maybe they changed the door. All right, navigation, get me the heck out of here. Start. Take a left. 19-minute drive. Oh boy. Get me home just as fast as you can. And with all the construction on Boulder Highway, it could be really difficult to get back on track. It's giving me some really wacky directions to go, but whatever. I'm just gonna follow it because it's the fastest way home. It's gonna be a 9-mile drive. I have 34 miles on the car, so 9 plus 34, so 43 miles.